Hold on. I'm streaming. I don't know if I should stream while eating though. I don't know if it's like gonna be annoying. Mm, 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 mm.
So he gives them a
Shouldn't
reason
be about
so
Goodfellas.
easy they won't have a single problem walking in and out. So Jimmy gives them the green light. Later, Henry and his friends are having a
Look, they asked Jimmy for some. Why they asking Jimmy? Isn't Jimmy an associate of the mafia or whatever? Cause he's not full Italian, so he's not made man. He can't be a made man.
good time laughing and joking. Then out of nowhere, this manager is all like, yo man, you gonna pay your $7,000 tab or what? Tommy feels like he's being called broke in front of his friends. So he gives him a reason not to ever embarrass him like that in front of the homies. After being treated like your average fast food worker, he goes to snitch on Tommy to the big boss Paulie because he couldn't take a joke. Henry and the snitch convince Paulie to own a piece of the restaurant, so at the end of the day, they don't gotta worry about paying their open tab, but the owner has to pay up no matter what. But I guess eventually the owner couldn't pay up anymore, so he had to burn down the business for insurance money or something. So while Henry and Tommy are waiting for the place to set fire, Tommy convinces Henry to go on a double date with him because he's trying to fuck this one chick that won't go on a date with him unless it's a double date or something. But Henry don't got time for that. But Tommy really wants some pussy, so he convinces Henry to go with him. They're on a double date, but like I said, he doesn't got time for that nonsense because he has business to attend to, so he leaves early and takes Karen home, rushing her in the process like a gentleman.
Bye, Felicia.
The following week, they all agree
man.
to meet up for round 2, but Henry, being an absolute top G, stands up Karen. So now Karen is crying everyone a river and convinces Tommy to take her to Henry. She starts going off on him, looking insane, but Henry probably found it hot as fuck or something because now all of a sudden he's interested in her and wants to make it up to her. He takes her out on a date to a bougie restaurant where everyone knows him, and she is just perplexed by this. Later, he meets the security guard that tipped him off about the money. He hands him a key to open this private door where there's about like $500,000 just lying around, and 500K today would be nearly 4.5 million fucking dollars. And he's just in and out gangster.
Huh?
He gives Paulie his fair share of fucking dollars, and he's 500K today would be nearly 4.5 million fucking dollars, and he's just in and out gangster. He gives Paulie his fair share of the money because that's his family. Later, he's out with Karen when this weirdo shows up to say what's up to her, and Henry's probably a little jelly, and apparently that's her neighbor. Soon after, Henry and Jimmy go collect some debt from this goofball selling wigs, but he's like,
From my ear, but don't stay in. If I gonna
this
fall
makes
out.
Jimmy pretty pissed because he's still empty-handed, so he goes to strangle him with a phone wire.
I'm joking. Stop.
All of a sudden, the phone starts ringing and it's his girlfriend. He rushes to see what the problem is, and she explains that her creepy neighbor was touching and grabbing her. So Henry's pissed. He drives to her house and tells her to go inside while he has a quick chat with the douchebag. He's putting on his big boy pants and beats the shit out of his face with a pistol. He tells him he's dead if he ever touches his girl again.
Y'all know me.
Then he tells his girlfriend to hide the evidence, and she was so turned on by what he did, so she does. Things are going pretty great between these two. They decide to get married, and she gets welcomed into the family with open arms and a fuck ton of money. After they get married, they end up living with Karen's parents, so her parents start taking the piss when he doesn't come home one night, but when he does show up the following day after a night of turn up, Karen's mom gets all bitchy like, "Where were you? We were worried to death." Ain't nobody got time for this shit. He ignores her and leaves with Tommy instead of hearing this old lady nag. Karen doesn't like being around the ladies who are married to the gangster dudes because she's losing brain cells every second she's around them. And they all look like a bunch of party clowns getting ready for the circus. She's jumping to conclusions over the idea of Henry going to prison, but Henry makes it clear that that is the dumbest idea she's ever had.
Karen.
Business is booming. The only family they know is the mob, and the relationship between Henry and Karen is so good, she ties his shoes for him every time he gives her money.
All right.
Ah, how nice of her. Henry, Jimmy, and Tommy go to the bar to have some drinks, but this wise guy recognizes Tommy and starts busting his balls of the good old days when Tommy used to shine this wise guy's shoes.
That's a good shoe shine.
But Tommy feels like a big boy, you know? He's made it as a gangster, and as a gangster, he expects a certain level of respect. But this man keeps on busting Tommy's balls like a nutcracker. Tommy's ego was so obliterated after this douchebag told him to go home and get his shine box. He gets escorted outside to cool down, but later when everyone has left, Tommy slips in, and Jimmy helps Tommy jump this bozo for disrespecting a good fella. And I mean, they are going in. They can't have a dead body lying around, so they get the body out of there and drive to Tommy's mother's house to pick up a shovel. She was kind enough to make make them a late night dinner, so now they're all eating while there's a dead body in the back of their trunk. We make a full circle back to the beginning where they took care of that little problem they had. Tommy killed a made man, someone who was supposed to be untouchable and off limits. It was a big deal if you were made, but an even bigger deal if you killed a made guy without proper reason or an okay. But since there's no going back, they just move on and take their side chicks out on a Friday night. But eventually, Henry's big boss Paulie asks him if he knows anything about the missing dude. Henry lies to him, however, and 6 months after, Jimmy tells Henry that they have to move the dead body because condos are going to be built where the dead body was buried. So they go dig out the body. Henry puts his side chick in an apartment around the corner where his main chick lives, because on the weekends, let's just say he's not going to be taking his soccer mom minivan out for a Sunday drive. Nah, he's going to be taking out his clapped out project car to blow out its back. Tommy calls on the bartender to bring him a drink, but when the guy comes over empty-handed, it triggers Tommy to shoot at his feet. But his feet just weren't fast enough to keep up, so he takes a bullet to the foot. This poor guy has to wear a cast to take them their drinks now. Tommy starts busting the bartender's balls by making fun of him, but he does what everyone working in customer service wishes they could do. He tells him to go fuck himself. The joke is now on Tommy. He's the one being laughed at now. He straight up shoots the guy, making it the last call for drinks. Later, Karen somehow finds out where Henry's side chick is staying at, and she does exactly what Karens do best: cause a scene and scream at the top of their lungs, being annoying. She wants Henry's side chick to open the door so she can catch those hands, but when she doesn't get what she wants, she pulls out the ultimate move and asks to speak to the manager.
Mr. Superintendent!
She goes insane and pulls out a gun on Henry while he's sleeping. He tries calming her down so that he can get the upper hand on her and take the gun away. So he leaves for his side chick's apartment where Paulie and Jimmy come over to basically tell him,
Get your shit together!
And get back with her. He agrees to do so, but before he can do that, he goes on a mission with Jimmy to rough up a guy who hasn't paid them yet. But this tough guy keeps on telling them that he doesn't have the money for them. But these good fellas aren't playing any games because it's their money and they need it now. They're about to feed the guy to a lion when all of a sudden it turns out he does have the money. Wow, what a coincidence. And just when they thought things were going great, we find out that the guy's sister works as a typist for the FBI, so she snitched on everybody, even her own brother. The level of disrespect. And they both get sentenced to 10 years in prison. It's not all too bad for them because Paulie is in there too, so they run the prison. Henry also starts selling drugs on the side for cash. Karen slides through to visit Henry, but as she's signing in, she notices Henry's side chick's name on the visitation paper. So she confronts Henry about it and throws all the shit she snuck in for him all over the place, causing yet another big scene.
Look what you're doing! Stop it!
Get some help.
4 years later, Henry is out on parole. His baby mama picks him up and takes him to where she's been living these past couple years. And Henry is all like,
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Since you're already playing games anyway, why not earn some free rewards while you're at it? Well, that's what's possible
Don't
with
play
Up.
games, bro.
It's a free program that
Fucking
works while you're
wrong,
playing your
son. Come on now.
Paulie warns Henry not to be selling drugs. Henry doesn't care though, because he's a grown-ass man. And if he wants to sell a little bit of coke and have a different side chick on the side, he can do that. Henry starts making the big bucks and eventually gets Jimmy and Tommy to join his business. This guy has a heist he wants to do with the gang, so Jimmy puts a crew together to pull one of the biggest heists in American history, the Lufthansa heist. But the dude who set it up keeps on busting Jimmy's balls, asking for an advance on the money they have yet to steal. Henry has his babysitter transport bags of cocaine from Pittsburgh so he can have his new side chick portion out the coke while also having a little bit of fun. Sometime later, the whole gang gathers up to celebrate their success from the heist they pulled off. But every good criminal knows that after a heist, you're not supposed to go on a spending spree like a rapper who just got paid. But this sack of potatoes must have not gotten the memo because he's flexing his wife's brand new car he got her. So Jimmy is heated with this bozo because he could be attracting unwanted attention.
What are you, stupid?
So he makes him look like an idiot in front of his wife. But he's not the only idiot in front of his wife, because this other dude walks in with his wife and she's wearing some fancy polar bear fur, and Jimmy has had enough of this absurdity. So he rips the thing off her and tells him to return that ugly looking thing from where he found her. Oh, and to return the coat as well. Tommy pays Nick Fury a visit to give him a reason to wear an eye patch. Nick Fury was supposed to get rid of the truck they used, but instead he went to go get high with his girlfriend.
You wanna get high?
So the cops found the truck and fingerprints on the wheel, and it was just a matter of time before those cops got to this motherfucker. Henry is pretty concerned with what happened, but Jimmy and Tommy tell him not to worry about it because Tommy is gonna be made soon, so he's gonna be a big boss. Then this party pooper comes in asking for his money like the IRS, but Henry tells him to stop busting their balls. But the infamous ball buster keeps on busting everyone's balls again, so he gets shanked from the back. But he's not the only loose end. Jimmy whacked most of the crew because he was trying to cut links between himself and the heist. Tommy's ready to be promoted to the big boss. He's waited his entire life as a gangster for this moment. He walks down the basement and everyone jumps out. He gets shot in the back of the dome because he killed the important guy from earlier. Jimmy tries getting an update, but they told him there was a problem and it didn't happen. So now he's feeling all devastated and angry because he understood why they did it and there was nothing they could do about it.
That's how Mafia works?
Henry starts his morning off with a quick wake and snort to help him run some criminal errands, but as he's doing them, he notices a helicopter following him around the entire day. He and his wife are coked out and paranoid, so they basically have high alert on the entire time. Hours later, the babysitter needs to go get her stupid hat she forgot because she won't go on a plane without it for some fucking reason. Like, what are you, 5? So Henry takes her out to go get her stupid hat, but as he's pulling out of the driveway, the whole police force comes out of the shadows, and Karen hears them banging on the door, so she immediately flushes all the coke they had gotten earlier down the shitter. Turns out that the helicopter from earlier were
But this was a
narcs who had
stressful
been
part
keeping
for me,
tabs on him for a month. As soon as they find coke, Henry knows he's done for. Later, he ends up posting bail. He knows he has to sort things out with Polly right away because it's only a matter of time before he or Jimmy get whacked. So he goes to him asking for forgiveness and some help. So Polly helps him with some cash and cuts him off for good because he feels disrespected for being lied to. Karen goes to Jimmy for help even though Henry said not to, but she didn't listen, and because of it, he tries getting her to go into some dark alley where she was gonna get killed, but she got spooked and said fuck that. Henry explains that if you're part of a crew, no one will ever tell you that they're gonna kill you. Your murderers will come with smiles and they'll pretend to be there for you when you're at a low. And this was the case between him and Jimmy. You see, Jimmy was on edge because he was trying to sense whether or not Henry would rat on him. He tells Henry to go whack some snitch who's out in hiding, and that's when Henry knew he would have the same fate as Tommy. So he said fuck that and did a Taquito 69. He snitched. He and his wife went into the witness protection program. Henry ratted on Jimmy and Polly. The one thing he'll miss about it is the life of a gangster, because it was like living in luxury. They had the money, the power, and the bitches. They paid off cops, lawyers, and judges. Everything you could ever dream of was theirs. It was all for the taking.
And now it's all over.
Yeah, it's all over because he was a fucking rat. Gee, I fucking hate rats. Just thinking about being a rat just boils my blood, you know? Ah, fuck.
Hi, my name is Tami, and I would like to give you a few reasons why you should consider dating a young Asian lady. You can choose a potential spouse from Vietnam, the Philippines, Thailand, or
Why is it
Indonesia.
ad?
The geography is boundless. Have you noticed that Asian women have become more and more popular? I mean that
the
they
fuck
are
is this, bro?
everywhere. In famous magazine, on Instagram as top bloggers, on the runways,
Why are you
and
trying to
on
get me to
billboards.
date Asian
More
women?
importantly,
Like a scam
they
thing,
are
bro?
in
Take my money?
Did Tommy ever tell you about my painting?
No.
Look at this.
That's beautiful.
I like this one. Hey, look how beautiful.
Beautiful.
Welcome to my Goodfellas Iceberg Explained. Here we'll begin with these sort of lesser known facts, and then eventually work our way towards the bottom, deep diving into all of the mysteries and lore that Scorsese's 1990 masterpiece has to offer. Without further ado, enjoy the show.
One day, some of the kids from the neighborhood carried my mother's groceries all the way home. You know why? It was out of respect. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Is what Henry Hill says at the beginning of the film. I get into some theories behind not just the words themselves, but the context behind them, i.e. Henry's views of the gangster lifestyle, where they come from, and how his past as a youngster in Brooklyn was derailed from what his parents wanted for him, or really what any parents would want for their son. But more on that later. This one could mean a bunch of different things, so I'll take a stab at it. One, it could be referring to the score of the film, which features 12 songs. In reality though, 43 unique songs are in some way included during the film. Two, it could be referring to a couple different quotes from the movie. Towards the end of the first young Henry flashback chapter, right before Henry's dad beats him with the belt over his bad grades, Henry narrates the following. People like my dad could never understand, but I was a part of something. I belonged. I was treated like a grown-up. Every day I was learning to score. Or later, when Henry is talking about the aftermath of the Lufthansa heist, he says, Lufthansa should have been our ultimate score. The heist of a lifetime. 6 million in cash. More than enough to go around. I believe this term is used at another point in the film as well. Personally, this is my best guess on what the iceberg is referring to here, considering the ironic context behind the term. The term score usually has a positive connotation, right? In the film, in these guys' lifestyles, scoring invariably involves killing, robbing, or otherwise wronging vulnerable people in society, who are just trying their best to scrape by for the well-being of their families at home, including innocent truck drivers, bank tellers, etc. Of course, though, some people have it coming to them, and they totally deserve it. Anyway, my third guess as to what this iceberg is referring to by score, it could just be like a short name for Scorsese. I don't think I've ever heard him refer to his score, but I could be wrong there. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on what this bit could be referring to in the comments.
This is it, Beavis. We're finally gonna score.
It's fair to say that most of the characters in the film would identify as having a Christian background, with the exception being Karen and her family.
Well, it was
in
Catholic.
Henry's case, he is often seen wearing a necklace either bearing the crucifix or the Star of David. This changes haphazardly over the course of the
Italians are Catholic, so I just guess they are Catholic. Well, not all Italians is Catholic, but that's a big thing in Italy. Okay. But with Italians, it's a big thing. They are Catholic. Oh no, I'm saying again, but I everybody fell my chicken. Oh man, oh yeah. Oh man. Come on. Yo, gangsta, perfect check. Smoking on straight Zaywa. Smoking on straight Zaywa. No hookah. Hookah for taris though. Zaywa. Smoking on straight Zaywa. Smoking on straight Zaywa. No hookah. Hookah for taris though.
film. He also wears both at the same time, more often than not. Some believe that these are gaffes or mistakes, but it's definitely much deeper than that. Henry had difficulty reconciling his Christian background with marrying a Jewish woman. You could argue, of course, that this is just Henry's way of making an effort to honor Karen's family and background out of love for his wife. However, the reality is that Christianity and Judaism are mutually exclusive. You cannot contend both. You either believe that Jesus rose from the dead and is the Son of God, or you do not. Wearing the two pendants together may also more broadly represent the hypocrisy in Henry's life coming to a head. Attempting to raise a family while being in the mafia, as we see in the film, is not a sustainable way of living over time. It will catch up with you. It's also sort of a where there's smoke, there's fire scenario. Imagine you saw someone in real life who wore a crucifix and Star of David together. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion that a person like that likely has other hypocritical tendencies in their personal life. Of course, much of this is on full display in the film itself.
Go ahead, go to your ready-made horse. That's all you're good for.
But let me know what you think in the comments.
Shut up. Normal. She's right. What's wrong with you? What is the matter with you?
Everyone who hates ads will be using this Chrome extension by 2025. I feel like I just found a Google cheat code. It's a Chrome
Voice Guy.
Wise Guy is the name of the book that the film is based on, as is written out clearly in the first minute of the film. Wise Guy was also originally meant to be the title of the film, but was changed to Goodfellas to avoid confusion with the then-running TV show Wise Guy, which ran from 1987 to 1990. Actors Jonathan Banks, Stephen Bauer, and even Tim Curry and Kevin Spacey starred in the show, and I personally never heard of it until making this video. At the time of recording, it is available to stream on the Peacock streaming service, and has pretty favorable ratings. There was also an unrelated film, Wise Guys, in 1986. This is a quote from that scene at the Bamboo Lounge, where once Tommy is finished with his classic funny guy routine and lets Henry off the hook, Henry laughs in relief, and Tommy says, "I wonder about you sometimes, Henry. You may fold under questioning." And of course, this is foreshadowing Henry eventually ratting out his friends, which, of course, Tommy wouldn't live to see those events unfold, but the point stands regardless. Some real mobsters were hired as extras to lend authenticity to the film and its scenes. According to writer Nicholas Pileggi, the mobsters gave Warner Brothers fake social security numbers, and no one knows how they received their paychecks. So, Nicholas Pileggi, writer of the book Wise Guy, often would naturally meet with the cast and crew during shooting of the film at home, in addition to making phone calls to them in the comfort of his own home. Nicholas's wife at the time, Nora Ephron, became inspired so much by being so close to her husband during these moments that she went and wrote a film, My Blue Heaven, which is sort of a spiritual sequel to the events of Goodfellas. The film wasn't marketed in that way at all, nor does anyone consider it canon whatsoever, but the film is a comedy which stars Steve Martin, who is a man that trades the mob for the witness protection program. It's kind of funny that Steve Martin was technically casted with Henry Hill / Ray Liotta in mind. One of the more intrinsic details that makes Goodfellas Goodfellas is that the film begins and ends with Hill's narration. The events seen in the film are merely the events as told by Henry, and not in the more objective and unbiased view that we as an audience are usually accustomed to with traditional films. This may be obvious to some, but we as the audience should really appreciate the subjectivity at play here. Nothing is fact-checked. The totality of the film is just Henry's perspective. That's it. Think about the way that not just Henry in this case, but even you at home or anyone you know tends to think about the people and world around them. Most of the time, we are far more sympathetic and self-interested in our own struggles. This is actually the first law of nature, which is self-preservation. It is our own lives we are living after all, and if you don't vouch for yourself and speak to your experiences the way you see them, who will? Maybe in Henry's case, his parents weren't so bad. Maybe even as a kid, it's no excuse, and he was a jerk for abandoning his family for Wise Guys. Maybe he's just lying to the audience to pull the sympathy card, and he knows what he was doing was immoral and horrible, but he ignored it because it was more fun this way. His way. Or Our Way. My Way. Which was the song that was selected as the opening and ending credits roll, if you'll recall. The film feels much different on rewatch with the narration aspect top of mind. Anyway, I digress. We could go a step further here and assume that Henry is not only speaking to us as the audience, but rather is his recorded deposition to the FBI, or perhaps it's his confession in the courtroom that we see at the end of the film. This theory is supported by Henry switching from narration directly into breaking the fourth wall in the courtroom mid-sentence. Of course, we can't forget that Karen, too, narrated over her experiences during the film's runtime, and it's very possible that she, too, was called up to the stand, considering they were both rats.
Tell me what's funny.
As far as alternate realities go, De Niro's character, Jimmy, plays the sort of predator role in Goodfellas, and then the nurturer as Lorenzo in A Bronx Tale. I'll explain. Both Goodfellas and A Bronx Tale depict the same scenario of the mafia recruiting children, but of course vary in how effective that recruitment goes, depending on the father figure's love for his son and how much he chooses to intervene. Of course, De Niro is the thread that holds these two films together, so we'll focus on him here. De Niro portrays a ruthless, morally bankrupt top mafioso in Jimmy Conway in the 1990 film. In the 1993 film, he plays the total opposite role, instead as a humble father who drives buses for a living. An honest day's work. This character, Lorenzo, suffers from worrying that he is slowly but surely losing his son to the influence of the mafia. Let's just call a spade on this. Henry's dad in Goodfellas, like many fathers in life, resorts to beating the shit out of his kid instead of putting effort into finding productive ways to talk his kid out of hanging around criminals and gangsters. C's father in A Bronx Tale, however, Lorenzo, always takes a calmer, more loving approach with his son, and what's key is that he never gives up on him. So you can sort of look at the dichotomy of these two men as the do's and don'ts of parenting. And this is actually especially useful considering they are based in the same time and space in New York. Interesting to ponder the how and why on what made this such an important project for De Niro 3 years after Goodfellas. Maybe De Niro felt a cleansing was in order from playing Jimmy the Gent, who some would compare to Satan himself, which, in addition to the child grooming, we'll get into more later. Maybe De Niro thought Scorsese did his thing, but let's flip the script and make a film that doesn't glamorize remotely anything about the mafia. Instead, sort of from the caring father's point of view. A Bronx Tale was De Niro's directorial debut and was a very special project to him, considering he dedicated the film to his father. Robert De Niro Sr., an abstract expressionist painter, passed away towards the end of the film's development on his 71st birthday, May 3rd, 1993. So, in closing, I think De Niro and crew were intentionally conveying that, yeah, this is how dramatic a difference is made when you have a parent figure in your life that never stops showing up no matter how difficult things get. A depiction of two kids in the same exact situation where only one detail is present or missing, or two alternate realities, if you will. In closing, yes, the original script famously belongs to Chaz Palminteri. Still, it's well documented that De Niro heavily pursued Palminteri, among other bidders who were also in hot pursuit to co-own the story. You may or may not agree with some of the arguments I laid out on what made this project so important for De Niro to have a piece of, so let me know what you think in the comments. The amount of people killed during the movie is relatively
I see me in the pen, then me and Lorenzo rolling in the benzo. Be the police out of shape, and when I finish, bring the yellow tape.
The best gangster movies of all time have been those that serve to audiences a mixture of memorable plots, unforgettable characters, and, of course, an indelible cinematic experience. In this video, we've compiled for you a list of the 21 best mob movies of all time, and we're presenting them in order of their IMDb rating. So hit the play button and enjoy. Internal Affairs, 6.5. Raymond Avila, played by Andy Garcia, is a young recruit in the Internal Affairs Department of the LAPD. Avila and his partner, Amy Wallace, played by Laurie Metcalf, become interested in the activity.
Tape off the scene of the slaughter. Creating water. What? Grab his nuts, but on the other hand. Wait. Hold on. It's like bare titties in this movie, and I'm gonna see if they have it still. When the fools in the shit right before them. That was pretty ass, man. Nice 1080p. Looks body. It's not how it looks on who.
Let's get out of here.
Get out of here.
Hey, where's going? Hey, come here, huh? Hey.
Hey, no way, Holmes. Where you going? Cruz can open a present now, eh? Oh, sí, baboso, like you don't know. Come on.
Órale, say, I'm gonna take you out with the knife.
Órale, Juanito, put up your dukes, eh? Guard yourself. Hit him with a right. Hit him with a right. Huh? Oh, he's not finished. Mexico rises and dust Chucho Castillo. Pop, 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 pop. Huh. Picks him up, spins him around.
Dale, man.
So suave. Tus labios.
Oh, shit.
Tus ojos.
You paint my picture.
Te voy a pintar, mija. I'm gonna paint you like an Aztec princess.
Bro, you could, like, it's so pixely you can't even see. Barely. But yeah, they in there though. Crazy. Don't take down the movie, YouTube. Alright. Top 5 gangster movies of all time. Joe Rogan.
I want to thank you, by the way. I just did my own. I'm doing once a week. I'm doing my own geek podcast called Geeking Out with Matt Serra. Thank you. Beautiful. You're the one who pushed me to do that. Be honest.
Listen, you are a natural.
Thank you. No, we had
You're a
fun.
natural.
It actually it's out today, and the second episode I did one with my buddy Phoenix Carnivale. She's great. We talked about worst to best X-Men movies. This is right up my alley.
Are you doing this on YouTube too?
Yes, on
video?
YouTube. It's the Matt Serra channel.
You have it on everything. Spotify.
It's gonna be on Spotify.
Apple.
It is on Spotify.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And I did 2 episodes. One with Phoenix about the X-Men movies, and the second one was myself and Ray Longo. My studio's 9 minutes from Longo School, and we did our top 5 gangster movies. There's a movie a movie that's on our list that I didn't know this fact until it came out, because I don't know why and people didn't see this movie. Did you ever see State of Grace with Sean Penn?
Yeah,
great movie.
A lot of people haven't seen that. Phenomenal movie.
Yeah, we talked about it
I
last
watched it
night.
again with my wife before I did the show, just to get back in my head, because I knew it was going to be on the list. And I wondered why so many people didn't see this movie. So fucking the great Ray Longo brought up a great point. It came out the opening weekend same as Goodfellas. Same opening weekend. That's why it was fucking under the radar. You never seen it.
I never seen.
How dare you?
I never even heard of it until you just said it right now.
It's about like the Westies.
Very good movie.
Such a good movie.
Real good movie.
Yeah. So that's the second episode, me and Longo. So that just made me think
That's
of
a
that.
good one to
So we had a
remember.
fun
That's a
time.
good one to remember. I forgot about that.
State of Grace is great. Another one on the list that a lot of
There's a Mary House with
In this video, we explore a house built in 1973 and abandoned between 08 and 2013. Not much is known, but the owner has a very dark past. Let's just say he's on the registry. I'm with my friends. This has been Gray X. I hope you enjoy my video. Whoa. The old McDonald's cup up there. See what else we got. Oh yeah, this is a full-on time capsule. Oh my gosh, it's just coming through.
Fucking pedophile. I don't want to watch this because pedophile thing, bro. I'd watch this if it wasn't a pedophile thing. I think about like.
Yeah. You call me? Oh, get the fuck out of here. I'm supposed to go all the way over there to check on a fucking ramp? Yo, Christopher, what's up? Hey, what's up, man?
Get that motherfucker!
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm watching this part, bro. I liked these guys, bro. I was like, damn, I thought they was all cool, and they just fucking shot him.
Get him! Seatbelt! Fucking seatbelt! Yes!
Oh shit.
Where the fuck is he? Shit. Shit, come on!
What was the guy's name again? This guy's name?
Get the fuck out! Oh my god, what are you doing?
Jason? Edward? I forget his name. Wait, why was he killed again? It's because of that, but like...
What the fuck? Who the fuck are you guys? Got two.
I ain't watched over here yet. I don't know. I've never seen these scenes before. I don't know. I forgot this guy's name though. It was like Edward or Jason. It was Jr. Jason Jr.
Hey, Mr. GQ. Got a ticket? Yeah. How you doing, Mikey? How you doing? Look, your suit's wrinkled. Here, let me fix it up for you. Ow! What are you screaming about? Free alterations? Oh, Mr. Spot. This is overdue.
Козел.
Козел.
Погуляешь с американцем, вот и получи. Я тебя могу с братом своим познакомить.
Если бы я хотела выйти замуж...
You should mind your own fucking business.
I make business. She's a nice girl.
Yeah, what are you, a family counselor? You want to get involved in people's problems? Here. Now you're fucking involved, okay? She's the boss, right? Do something. You want to be an
Yo, this is game. What the fuck's going on?
Oh, you let go! I call police!
Mind your fucking business.
You
gonna fight him? You just squeeze his balls, bro.
Fuck you.
Cover that up.
Where is he?
Inside.
Go get him.
Nah, that's just crazy, man. This was cool though. I like that's when he did that shit.
She fell?
It's my story.
You stupid motherfucker. How fucking dare you?
Take it easy.
You don't think. You disrespect this place. That's the reason why you were passed the fuck over.
It's my fault she's a klutz.
You out of your fucking mind laying your hands on me? This is the boss and his family. Shut the fuck up. I'm a main guy!
So I don't get that. Made guy in his family. Right? What's gonna happen if a boss hits you? He's the boss, right? What's gonna happen? He's the boss. He can hit you, can he? I mean, he's not supposed to because the guy's a made guy, right? But nah, he's gonna be like, hey, that's not right. He'll take out the boss. We'll do that.
Gotta get you out of here.
Place open?
No! Fuck! Get the fuck out of here, Ralph! Keep that back door locked and get her the fuck out of here.
You got a rug, piece of carpet? Come on.
Cocksucker was way out of line. 20 years old, this girl.
That too.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up! Come on, put your hands up. No, come on, you fuck! You fucking pussy piece of shit. All I did was tell your old man what a good kid you are. And all you do is fucking hurt me.
Oh, is Anthony? Is his name? Not Anthony. No. Anthony Jr. is his kid.
What's this? Huh? Nice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You bottomed out. What do you mean? You bottomed out.
What's in there? That's crazy.
Tony. What's going on? What's up?
Better cut a shot on you, Shane.
Yeah? Yeah? Tony, this is crazy.
No! Tony! Tony! Come on! Tony, no!
Tony, no! Yo, is Power a good show? Should I watch Power? No one means she have all that power. Fox sticky. I don't know. What is this? Oh,
When you're in the hood, this is all you need. You know, Dre told you not to hang out with me, but Dre be talking out both sides of his mouth. I know he said he's your friend, but you can't always know what's on his mind. What you think?
Told you, Dre. Told Jay I think you're cool.
Well, you got it right there. Don't let no nigga try to talk you into how you feel. Those are clean. Yeah, $250 clean. It's all good. Clearly, you got your mom and your dad buying you nice shit. When I was coming up, and if you wanted some nice shit, you had to go and get it yourself.
You should steal?
That's how you show people you wasn't no pussy. How you let them know you need to be respected. You want people to respect you, right?
Got steal? What? I did this.
Girl, no just mean not right now. It's like, say you talk to a girl, and she tell you no. Then later you come back around, you talk to her again. She remember that first time she told you no. So she see you been liking me for all of this time. Maybe now I give you some booty.
Word?
That's the way it is.
What?
What happened to your hand?
Oh. That's what.
Have all that power. Clock sticking, I just
Yo, yo, yo!
the hour.
Yo, I have that chair. I have that same Lamborghini chair.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yes. Brayden, nice to meet you. I've already met you before, Tariq.
Why ain't they talking?
Jamaica. Wait, so wait, you're actually from Jamaica. Like, you're actually like, you grew up there. First question, Aiden, ask Michael about him sipping lean. You sipped lean with, yeah, you sipped lean on the show.
Yeah, nah, that shit was mad funny. They
Brayden, nice to meet you. I've already met you before, Tariq.
What was I watching?
Jamaica. Wait, so wait, you're actually from Jamaica. Like, you're actually like, you grew up there.
Jamaica.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me turn up the audio. Hold on one second.
Bomba Club.
Wait, talk real quick. Wait, why? It'll work in 3 seconds. 3.
Power. One mean she have all that power. Clock
All right.
ticking, I
Wait,
just
can you guys
got
do me?
the
Wait, keep
power.
talking. Talk now.
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Perfect. That's way better. Yes, yes, yes. We're good.
How do I change cameras?
Okay. Do you see that little camera thing? There's a little arrow. Click the.
Oh, I know why it's not working. Because it says you got that bitch open. It's this. Which one? Yeah, okay. We golden.
Chat, give me questions, bro. I'm gonna ask him why the fuck he killed Ghost.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Do you guys see me?
We don't see you, but
Ghost. Isn't he Ghost? Isn't PowerBook
Really?
2.
Hold on.
about him,
Click the Discord again.
And it's called PowerBook 2.
Wait, why are you purple? Am I tripping? Are y'all purple?
Yeah.
Do you see me?
Yeah, we Gucci. All right, we all good.
All right, bro. All right, chat. You know how to get them on, man. The Power Boys right here. I'm a big fan of the show, personally. That's why I've been wanting to do this, bro. I've been wanting to, come fuck with you guys, bro. I fuck with the show so heavy. And I'm waiting on season 5. I'm waiting on, right?
Oh, what? Book 2?
I guess I don't know.
Come on, bro. You gotta leak some shit, bro. We're here for a reason. I know there's a season 5 coming.
He said, I'm waiting for season 5. I was like, yeah, thanks. Wait, do you think it's over or what?
All right, I don't want to spoil it for the people in my chat that don't know, but I don't think it's over. I think it. Chat, hold up. Did y'all see the shit? Do y'all know what I'm talking about or no?
I heard Raising Cain was good.
See, I don't want to spoil it, bro. But like, I don't think it's over. No,
Wait,
I don't.
who's Cain? He's at 50.
But I don't know. Do you guys think it's over?
Kanan. Stupid. Not Raising Cain.
Like, what? I want to spoil it for the chat.
See, yeah, some people are saying don't spoil, and don't spoil it, and they're not caught up in shit. So I don't want to even talk about the actual ending. But we could talk. Okay, fine. But we could talk more about book 1 and then a little bit about the preseason and the other books and shit, I guess. Right, guys? I mean, you guys have all seen book 1, and you guys have also seen.
I ain't never watched.
I mean, it came out 5 years ago. It was the last episode. Like, you should be caught up at this point.
Yeah. So why the fuck did you kill Ghost, bro?
No. Wait, shut up.
Listen, man, bro. Look. Like, what would you have done, like?
Not kill. Bro, he was not gonna set you up, bro.
I don't even know who Ghost is, because isn't PowerBook 2 Ghost? You know what it's called? Yeah, Ghost. Isn't he Ghost? $50. Okay. No, he's Tyreek. So who's Ghost? EMF. Wait, did 50 produce this? Oh yeah. G-Unit, the same old shit. Power. No one man should have all that power. Clock's ticking. I kind of like don't want to watch Power Book 1. I kind of just want to watch Raising Cain. It's in the 90s, man. I like the 90s, and 50 said it was like Goodfellas with like the voiceover. Fuck me. I low-key want to be my shit right now. Low-key, high-key. It's 50. Bodies. Oh, I still ain't finished the Shy. Yeah, I don't know by now. I'm talking about Shy. Well, it's not even finished yet, but I only watched like season 2. Yeah, I don't know by now. I'm talking about Chi-Town. Do you think about me now? Then. Do you think about me now and then? Review, Shane. Kill me. 50. It's 50. Who was a kid that played 50 in Get Rich or Die Trying?
What's up, y'all? It's OJ. Cookie Run Tower of Adventures is here. And with Google Play Games, I can sync the game from my phone to my...
So Power Book 3 Raising Cain in episode 1 certainly brought the heat, and as expected with Power, we see a death in the very first episode, with Buck 20 being killed by Kanan, and we're going to get into Kanan's first kill in a bit more detail later on in the video, teaching Kanan to stand his ground by taking him back over to the park and telling him you either deal with them or you deal with me. So Kanan dealt with them, and since then everybody knew Kanan's name on the block, but this was High Post. He was
popped his ass. Fuck happened to him? What fuck happened to Joel Badass? That we bad in chat. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch Raiden King. Sorry, Shank. Not even over. Watch him. Ain't that? Yeah, ain't Marvel.
Coming down already, man.
Maybe we should talk about this down in my workshop. Right down this way.
No, I ain't jacking this animation.
Implying nothing. Only an observation. I just wanted to let you know, in case someone's gunning for masks.
I don't even know there was a Watchmen show. Or like this one. This is new. I'm guessing. I know about the live action one.
You got a girl? Good looking guy like you?
Yeah. Okay.
Just keep quiet. I can't have Viti and those guys knowing what I got going until this new drug's up on its feet.
Thanks, boss. Real generous.
Pop always said you were a good soldier. That's what he liked most about you. But he also knew you were a dirty soldier who skims money off the top.
Wararareng, wararareng. Can I?